I gotta get in viral. Really? Viral. Even now. I got the baby, I'm going to share out and saying, thank you, it means a lot. Katika kasiza community yo jagala. Manji wali ugana. Ogenda ku motivating abantu.
Mbera busy. Yeah.
Nokiriza.
Wali yagala birala.
Oli munene.
Ali yagala birala.
Oli mubede. Baka bakwita ku mubede.
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 Ogumiza. Mubede.
Omubede. Kaya emikono. Kaya emikono gabo. Omubede.
Ebigambo by'olusoga tebyetaaga kukolerako ki bwe bakikola bwe kiri mubede.
Omubede.
Ate tetuwogana twogeza ddembe.
Alla mu Luganda mulukyusa omubede.
Kati kyeki mu Luganda?
Omunene.
Kakati bifaanana wa?
Ekyo mwakisusa mususa. Is it one? Omubede. Quest TV twagikyusa tekyali. Yali quality elite television. It's Quest. Because when you look at what we really do, it's like buli muntu ajja oba genda mu trailer. It's looking for some, for something.
That's good.
So that's where we are.
Atanta tu accent. Ezijja.
Tuli mu swap kati na olaba kati. Kati olaba genda kola gundi. Genda ku boat. Ekola ki?
Tekuli data.
Ne ku YouTube kwetuli.
Genda setting of G.
Yiko. Omanyi Mike kamera gitunoza munze Yesu ngangwe ngende vairo tumulaba.
No.
Sorry for you. Abesimu yesente olaba teka wana ekyuma.
Eyo nyumba Uganda. Mabaati.
By the way, yes.
Tujja gagulayo.
Lwaki?
Ndeka. Mukulu yadda wa TV wa film.
Mukulu ani? Mukulu simanyi wa Musa. Mukulu.
Red carpet zako.
Jali baida balabika yana jako ye.
Red carpet. Tugamba tugenda mu red carpet.
Mwagenda ko kwasoka.
Namuzudde tamanyinya bintu bino.
Tamanyi ki?
Ebintu bino tabimanyinya.
Ebya TV.
Ajire bwatu.
Oli gwazudde. Yeyo tuli wamma. Sir. Is it one already? Next Facebook. Kwa Facebook tulinayo tulina scheduled show one. No, you can do it on there. It's on. When you go to Facebook, there it's the one that's on. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone who is watching right now. Everyone is like, what is happening? But one, anyway, it's Najemba Anet Mwanga sitting in for the Elite Brothers. The show is the Elite Brothers, though the one who is seated behind today is the Elite Sister. Call me the producer of it. And you're on Quest TV, the world connected. You're not going to tuli mu ggwanga lino eri ewatali waffe abantu bakola ebintu ebinene naye nga ffe tuli awo wegendereza nnyo mu community yaffe tuli awo tudda mabega tetudda mabega twambuka tetwambuka like tuli awo naye mulimu abantu abamu abeekoleddemu abalina kye beekoleddemu they've done stuff things that most of us are scared of doing and the question is how do they do it. So the topic today is taking a step. How do we take steps? Now in studio with me today is none other than Amos Kigenyi, a.k.a. Megadi, Geno Megadi, Omubede. Abasinga yangana tagamu kogere Omubede. Omubede. Yes. So tugenda kubeera wano nga tunyumyamu atunyonnyole yakikoza atya omuntu ayagala okukikola amuyambye atya. Omanyi bajjajjaffe baalugenda bagamba nti nno ng'omunowo omuntu obugagga tomuwa mmere muwe enkumbi agenda akola ki alime because that means that food is going to be there for life, right? So instead of giving me bado ogenda kumpaki olukumi tolumpa megadi
nja kuwera.
Okay, I'll take it. Naye school kyabyo n'amagezi ago, give me the tips. How do I take a step? How did you take a step? And before we go there, first tell them all your credentials. Nze nkumanyi ng'omuyimbi singa Geno Megadi mu bayimbi bamumanyi okuviira ddala eka mukumanyi nga by the way yes ne representative South Pacific UNA era wetolera mu bifo ebisinga okusanyukirwamu Southern California, Nevada, Hawaii and Arizona. Ebyo byonna tugenda biyitamu naye byonna buli kimu kye tugenda okuyitamu. I would like to know how did you take that step and what were the obstacles, what made it easy for you, you know, all those things. First, who is Megadi right now? No, which is Amos Kigenyi.
Hey, which is well, bonna be bamu.
Okay.
Amos Kigenyi yazaala Geno Megadi. Amos Kigenyi yenze yayazikako omusajja gwe bayita Geno Megadi erinnya. Kati Geno Megadi nayagala okuwamba ate Amos Kigenyi. Naye ng'omuntu omutuufu yenze Amos Kigenyi alias Geno Megadi oba Uganda's first singing general omusoga omwene ndikodedeme buswanti mini.
Okay, kati awo mbuziza omuswati mini omwene ebyo byonna binakitegeeza ati
gwe gamba obuswanti mini ekintu ekiwoomerevu oliako ku tofu yojjukira bwe twagayanga ka tofu
nokagaya nekasigala
notandika okukololamu yenze ekyo kye wali owulira.
Okay. Geno Megadi. Okay, ebitiibwa bingi nnyo Geno Megadi. That is the music part of you and so who is Megadi now from Uganda? The Megadi we know in Uganda is the Megadi the musician. The general musician. Now I see the representative mwana go ogenda kugundi yo nzito.
Thank you.
Oyinza nokutiisa aba hiring managers ng'omusinga ebitiibwa.
Not really. Omanyi ensi gye tulimu eri open to the world nti kugamba ngazi nnyo nti tetusobola kwemalirira kugijjuza byetaago byayo. Era tekikutiisa kuba nti buli kyofuna olina okukiraga ensi kuba eri anoonya exactly that. In you gwatamanyi nti bakunoonya. Wogenda my LinkedIn well siteekako bintu for fun, nteekako exactly who I am.
Okay.
And that helps who is hiring to find exactly who they want.
Okay.
And I'm not bothered about if they're scared or not scared. I'm not scaring anybody. I'm just in pursuit of what I want to get.
Okay, so now tell us that Megadi on LinkedIn atajidina amanye ani gwawuliriza era
LinkedIn it has a professional site for kugamba kwetubeera yononya abanonya emirimu abasharing knowledge. Kuliko abantu bangi abebitiibwa in their capacities in different industries. It is a platform etali ya gossip, etali ya ku inboxing abantu kubagompa ku number yo nga yategeeza birala kwegamba it is a very professional site like you see it. And people are very comfortable to communicate to you. Era bw'olaba message in your inbox omanya nti you are making impact and people are trying to inquire from you okumanya what they need from you otuyambye otya oba tukuyambye tutya. I honestly even write nga sina kujja wano nsooka kusoma they are not emails but messages from people trying to hire me for jobs, but I'm not looking apparently, but maybe in future.
Maybe in future.
Yeah.
So I see that you have masters in healthcare and healthcare management and leadership.
MBA. Yeah.
MBA, and then on Orimu adult and pediatric.
Echocardiography.
Tech.
Yeah.
Vascular tech.
Yeah.
OB-GYN.
Yeah.
Ultrasound, general ultrasound.
Yeah.
Those things are a lot.
By the way, those are certificates. Like I'm certified to do all those that you. I'm certified to do adult and pediatric echocardiography. Kukebera mitima abalwadde. Every heart disease I diagnose and help. Work with the doctors and interventionists to help the patient healing, to make the next step into decision making. Kumanya olina ekituli ku mutima, how big is it, what are they going to do, ogenda kufuna heart attack in the next 10 minutes, they can define that. For an exam, I tell them that this person teyetaaga kuva wano, olina clot mu mutima, olina bingi. There's a lot of problems with the heart that we don't know. Actually, what I've noticed in my practicing time is that abantu abasinga owulira akantu akakufumita ku mutima n'otandika okubawo ekikonde and that could be a heart attack ng'ogenda kufa naye nga tomanyi. So ewaffe ki happening nnyo, omuntu n'akutuka n'agwa ne bagamba bakuloze naye nga it is a heart attack later on, So processes ezo I am trained and I have expertise to identify very critical situations mu bulamu bw'abantu and help interventional cardiologists to continue with their work and help you heal and make the next decision. Then vascular ultrasound kunoonya blocked arteries, preventing stroke, right the way with your kunonyamisiwa what is happening in your veins and arteries, kumanya what is actually, how is your blood going around, and I also help in that area. OB and GYN, that one I can't explain more. Every disease, diseases, pelvic diseases, women diseases. I'm trained and certified to help the doctors identify bulumi bw'obuyinza okuva, bingi. Abaana nga bagenda okuzaala okuva nga oli kadooti bwe kati nsobola okumanya either this kid ajja kuba ne Down syndrome oba tukugamba bingi, by just making a few measurements. So and general ultrasound. So it is diagnostic medical sonography.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kagambo kagazi nnyo. Atwaba oli ku Quest TV. The program is Elite Brothers, and the one who is sitting in today is just the Elite Sisters. The brothers are not here. And the person we have in studios is Geno Megadi. He's Amos Kigenyi, a.k.a. Geno Megadi. Tuli wano atubulako taking a step. How do we take steps? So you've explained everything that the certificates you have.
Yeah. You cannot practice ngatolina license. No, it's their licenses.
Their licenses. Okay.
Yes, like ngawolaba RN bafuna RN licensing.
DSP. Working with people with.
Yeah. By the way, I have DSP 1 and 2.
What?
I have RBT.
What don't you have?
I think I was too ambitious. Like everything that added an extra dollar to my check was very critical in my life and very important that I needed it. And I needed to see change in me, not what people see in me, but I needed to change me. And I identified things that are vital for me to go into that direction. It is not easy to find so much, but there is a lot so much out there. And every step that I've been, I've left a list of fellow friends and Ugandans behind me pursuing, and when I look behind to see who has stepped in my footsteps, I'm very happy. Like I see a lot of DSPs who I took to school. I see a lot of RBTs who have encouraged to go to school. I see a lot of behaviorists. I see a lot of ultrasound techs. So far I have 4 since I left school, and I still go ahead to help them find jobs and place them. Yeah.
Okay, so why this big turn from music? Because right now, in what I believe, you are in the heart of entertainment.
Yeah.
Coming from Uganda, you know how to sing. You know all the dynamics of music and everything. Why that huge,
change?
huge change.
Coming to the US, you are exposed to so much. Actually, when I came here, most people were telling me, "Oh, Ozeha, kati gwe wetaaga kubeera Hollywood. Ugenda bugenzi Hollywood buli kimu kikola kiwedde." That sounds enticing and sweet. But I am very good researcher, so I did not take down anyone's suggestion, but I had personal interests. I wanted to pursue more education. I wanted to have seek intellectual property, like to have, build on what I already had and continue building until I get tired. I'm not yet tired.
Okay.
I'm still going. So I discovered, I called so many people who were already in different industries, but I always disturbed so many people in healthcare. Before I started school, I was invited in to do electrical engineering. There's a brother called Itaga Ram Lamanzani. I'd say that. Yeah, I used to disturb him. He sent me to IBEW, the Institute of Brothers Electrical Brotherhood something and Electrical Workers. So I went to their office and told them, yes, I want to be trained, because I heard they were doing apprenticeship training. You had some classes, a few hours in class, and then most of the time you were hands-on, and you're getting paid as well. But there was a process. So you first go and do the entry exam. I give you a lot of mathematics to pass. It is not really hard mathematics. It is algebra, basic mathematics, like the ones you do when you're trying to enter into BSN.
So, math, tell me some math. So math is math.
No, basic. Because I passed it, but I didn't. I trusted myself after since 1999 to 2014. That's when I was going back to study things like that. So it was like a stretch of 10 years of dancing on stage and entertaining and making people laugh, and so that was a big scare, but it did not deter me, so I kept going. And when I went to do the exam, I passed.
Wow.
And then they put me on a waiting list. I told the person I contacted, hey, I gave him an update. I passed the entry exam, but I'm waiting for them to assign me, to give me a time to join school. He said, that's the first big step you have made. That's beautiful. So I called another one. I used to call Monica Namukwana. Yeah, she's a nurse practitioner. So I was interested in doing BSN. And then she said, will you manage? Because they know Mega D, but they didn't know the character behind this face. There's a very strong man behind there who believes nothing is impossible. So I called her, I spoke to her. I was asking people like Maggie, the community has a lot of people, but
Maggie Nasente.
Yeah, and my communication was always small, not but I talked to you in a few words, but I know what I want to hear from you, but always it was exciting to hear from them that they were happy doing that job because it paid, the jobs were there, and each time I pursued something, my next quest TV.
Yes, I like that. Yes.
My next quest was to go on Google. How much does an RN earn after 3 years? Not the first year.
Okay.
Because I knew you need to put in experience to earn better. And I was like, I think that's exciting. I would be happy to do that. How much does a nurse practitioner earn? How much does this person earn? So that's what I did. Actually, that's the reason why I have so many certifications in ultrasound.
Okay.
Because each certification it gives me extra earnings at my job because I just owning it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those licenses, they pay me. I get paid because for instance, if my entry job is $40, I will have more money for the extra 3 credentials that I have. And that is what makes sense in this kind of worlds that we don't share, that people don't understand easily. Okay. Yeah. So there is so much. So those are the people who diverted me from what I had been doing, and enter into a life of a new General Megadi, a new Amos Kigenyi. I wanted to revive the person in me who lent a name to Amos, to General Megadi, and that is exactly what happened. So I transformed from music after planning that I needed to be a different person, and I had not. I think I was reaching the point of satiety, in economics, point of satiety, exhaustion. Like music, the industry, each generation comes with a brand of their own. There's right now you see the Kenzos, there are John Black, there are Shiba. There's so many people coming in. Spice Diana, Winnie Nwaji, but a generation comes with their own people and then they disappear. And so when they get off the market, when you go off the market, it means somebody else has to take your place. So what is your next plan?
Okay.
What is your plan of it? Is people hate to say it is a callback plan, a fallback plan, but I don't regret saying I have a fallback plan with my education. And music is a talent that won't stop. Which even now you just give me a microphone and I'll start performing and I'll entertain people and I'll do, because I am talented to do that and I'm happy to be able to do that. But there are things that you need expertise from school and I like to help people. Yeah. So being in a healthcare industry, looking back home where we are, we come from, you and me, there's a lot of things that are appalling. Imagine somebody in a hospital where I work comes with a headache and I'm doing they're doing over 5 tests just to find out why you have a headache. In the first thing, if I'm not mistaken, in most of our places back home, they will give you aspirins to calm down the headache, but they don't know the problem. But you could be having something very bad going on inside you, and they need to diagnose you, and the doctor, so that the doctor is able to treat you exactly where the problem is coming from. So those are things that inspired me to go into healthcare, and I look forward, like maybe probably in some years when I want close to my retirement, I'll go and I'll establish something big to transform my society back home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quest Television, Elite Brothers, and taking a step is what we're talking about right now. Okay. Everything that you've said, what I've learned so far is that if you want to take that step, first know what you want.
Yeah.
Do research.
Yeah.
And then believe that nothing is...
There's nothing impossible in this country, first of all. That's one point.
Because it's the land of opportunities.
And to prove you right or wrong is that we come with degrees from back home. I had one degree, but it was not useful anywhere. Many have come with them, but they would call me and ask me, hey, Megadi, what can I do? I say, okay, where are you? I take them to study, to do a DSP for 2 weeks. And they will have a job paying them from $15. And I've also helped to get that job because I know the recruiting people who need people to work there. But I cannot take you and say you went to Makerere University or you went to Nkumba and they should give you a job. So they don't. So the opportunities in this country are very many, but who wants them? And you want them for what? Are you just going to be comfortable with the first one you receive? That's also dependent on everyone. Yeah.
So, dear friends, by the way, don't get us wrong. We don't say don't go to school in Uganda. Go to school.
No.
But when you get here, don't stop.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, waking you up in the morning, you go to school, then you squat in the corner like this.
You're cold.
Yes, in the cold. You're like, and she used to emphasize that.
Do you know why they say that?
Because you can't run out. You can do a lot of things. So in Uganda, go to school. But when you get wherever you go,
we just need to change the system in Uganda, whereby you see, I'm telling you, I get paid by just being a little smart. I just get paid. I'm happy. I mean, I'm paid happily. I don't complain at all. But I'm not comfortable where I am. That's why you see I pursue more education just because I have a target. Where do I want to go? So in Uganda, we just need a system that will help people identify. Because instead of, for instance, they need to be doing most of these things because I see people have diagnostic imaging centers in Uganda. I'm just inquisitive to understand what they are doing with them. I mean, if you had an ultrasound machine, that's a golden asset. But what are you doing with it, and how are you helping people using that machine? You understand? So people are not well trained to do things. People are not. If you left an ultrasound school or a radiology school in Uganda, I don't know where they get their licensing. I don't know. But here you get a license. And that license pays you. If you added another license, it pays you. If you added another license, it pays you. So those incentives are not back home. People are so bright. People have so much education. I mean, so much skill, but they don't earn from it because we have people in the offices running these institutions like healthcare, education. They are only limited and they're backward. No, I'm not undermining their education, whatever. But I'm saying they are from that time.
They are not willing to find out what is new.
The generation, there's a general transition keeps going. How many people have you nurtured to go into your footsteps to make sure that, for instance, even if I'm not leaving this, people don't want to quit in our places. They don't want to retire. They want to die in one position because they are trying to block people. But you could be blocking the change that is going to impact the society where we are right now. If they employ systems that these countries use to provide care, for instance, because that's where I'm well versed to provide care. There's nothing that we need outside here to do proper health care. And we don't need to transport any people to go to Nairobi. I see the mayor being taken to Nairobi each time he falls sick and he tells you they did all diagnostic examinations to find out what was happening to him. That can be done in Uganda in one building, a hospital. But who is running the hospital? How have you equipped it? How have you trained the people working in that hospital? Each department, look at the CNAs here. Those are very vital people in a hospital. Look at the environmental service people who clean the floors in a hospital. They are very important people. So everyone in the hospital is very important until the last person, you would think, in the hospital. But how do you facilitate them to make sure they come to the job every day? There is no corruption. They are not asking for handouts from patients. They are not, patients that come, even patient care, the quality of care that we, oh, by the way, I have a certificate in global health from Harvard University, specializing in health care quality and safety. So those are some of the things that I see that I need them, not just for my accolades, but my academic, advancement, but just I envision me being in a position that will transform a health sector in Uganda, and trust me, I can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. So now, okay, now we're talking about health. We've talked about health because it's your area of expertise.
Yeah.
Now, how about someone who is not into health? How do you help this person take that step from their comfort zone to...
The step is us. Like I said, how comfortable are you? That's what I said, that when people come here, they come from IT backgrounds. I have some friends who have showed those programs that they do in IT, and they have gone to do them, and they are certified, and they are looking for jobs and experience, which is not easy sometimes. But because you go to a program and study, and then you have to struggle to find experience to be able to be in a position of being able to get hired as into a position. Some of them are hard to achieve that. The reason why I am confident speaking about healthcare is that even you're doing clinicals, you are giving hands-on. You're given hands-on practice that even when you just leave your institution and get a license, you can get a job the next day, because they will ask you, where did you go for your clinical practice, which other courses might not offer, but they give you very good education also. You understand? So it is the comfort zone and also interest. Not everyone should be in healthcare. That is the other thing people should not misunderstand. We shouldn't all be in healthcare, but let me tell you, when you research, you'll find out that even those people who go to, we have a whole independent IT department in healthcare, in a hospital, every hospital here. So do they even know? So that is now personal research, digging and finding out things that I want this, but where am I? Where is it going to take me? If I got a certificate that gives me a job of $15 today, how am I going? What is my next step? Is that my comfort zone? Should I start buying Mavati back home, a plot of land, and then start building apartments back home because that is what I want? That could be somebody's target, and that's it. That's what they want. What do you want? I always wanted to ask questions. Google is my friend. I would put, what do I need to do if I want to earn $70 per hour? There is an answer on Google. Did you know?
Yes, I get it.
So it gave me all those answers and gives you a direction. If you read the first 10 and your ambition is not there, reduce. Say how many, what do I need to do when I do 15, what do I need to do to earn $15 an hour? It will give you, if you don't see yourself in the first 15, check yourself again. You understand? But if you have started at 15 and you are at $70 an hour, and each time you searched that, the key word in your area of interest is appearing, what would be holding you back to pursue that?
A lot.
So
money.
Yeah, money.
Yeah.
Money is here. Education, money for education is here. Other factors remaining constant. There is money to go to school here, but the reasons that we don't get that money because people say I don't want to pay a day. But what if here I mean the biggest example we can always get as people is President Obama paid up his school loan in his second term in office. President Obama. So nobody's going to rush you to pay that money, but you will pay a small amount, which is, I mean, that money is insured, but you're supposed to pay a small amount. They just want to give you a step forward. They're not actually these loans can be even forgiven. You never know. We are praying that the new president forgives us who have loans.
Okay.
Yeah, so these things are not, in Uganda we paid money to go to colleges. Your mom sold land, they sold cows, they sold what?
And you're on strip.
You come out and you are not practical. I was practical because I did industrial art.
Okay.
I was practical, so I could do painting, I could do graphics. I ran an advertising firm in Uganda, creative marketing. I did, things that I thought would put me. I was practical. I mean, but people come out people come out of Makerere, and we are there, and they want to give you a job, but they don't think you are fit because they don't think you have hands-on, training. So there are things that we need to have that propel us to the next level, but they are not provided in our system of education. Here, going to school with a loan is just to propel you to the next level, to be able to identify what you need to be. Don't stop reimagining yourself, reinventing yourself, and don't be afraid of getting to be a different person from for instance, being a superstar. General Megajdi, very many people in Uganda know me. I can, but you get coiled up in that, what is it called? Stardom, false life living. There's no money in music in Uganda. Most especially for us who initiated the industry, I mean, who opened the biggest gate for these new artists who are.
Mwagwako.
Oh yeah, that's the word. Wagwamo. Obaba pikiramu owomuka. So actually, even those people gave me a lot of courage. The way I used to see them, others are worse than I used to see them. So it is their job, but even when you are critique on TV, on radio, you are not limited to improving yourself more. So for them, they think their job is to critique others, but not them.
Pause, because we really need to hear a lot about that. You're still watching Quest Television, and it's Elite Brothers. Yeah. It is what it is, guys. So he's talking about what we fear. We fear getting loans to go to school. By the way, some use it as...
but they get a loan, a car loan.
They say, like, always a bad black man blames the tools. No, so we use it as our scapegoat. I would have gone, but the loans, my
but friend... But they're driving a Mercedes-Benz, paying 50... Tesla,
there's some people
50,000 or 70,000 car loan. But my school loan... it was the first one I got was less than 40,000. They called me in West Coast University. I had an admission, but I was supposed to pay almost 140,000 in 3 years. That was big. And then the other one was for apprenticeship, or the ultrasound option was. But I'm telling you, I'm happy that I did what I did, because I discovered ways of earning the money that I would have been earning as an RN or somewhere. Yeah, but you put in more time into it, and you discover yourself. So that is the rediscovering of myself. The best person in your life is you. The best critic in your life is you. And the best advisor is you. See things, admire them, be happy to see them, but then what next? Mm-hmm. How do I utilize this knowledge that I have achieved?
how can you utilize the information he's giving you right now? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Most of the time we get ourselves like too busy. You have 3 shifts a day, my friend. If you want to live that life of running from one job to the other, don't take him serious. But one thing we have to stop, especially us Ugandans, is being mediocres.
Yeah.
And once we're mediocre, you will always be a mediocre. Let us yearn to be better than we are right now. Those words, the way they motivate me. I feel like,
there is a person,
I can move the world.
There's this one person, she's my friend, she's my little sister, she's a person who has admired whatever I did, even just being on stage, and she would be behind, or if she had somebody abuse me in the, you are passing in the crowd and the front, I will hear a slap, bam! And then I ask when we get home, I'm like, who slapped? They said, Fashe. Fashe is one person I'm very proud of. When she came, she was in Uganda and I was preparing, she was coming here and I was preparing her that you will go to school. She was like, to do what? And I said, you're going to get papers, you're going to go to school. We did that. She got papers. We went to school. She first got the first DSP. Right now, I just feel proud. Somebody calling me and saying, "Hey, I'm now heading this clinic," because she just finished a qualification in healthcare administration. She's running, or she runs a clinic, and I'm like, she was like my backup singer, and sometimes a dancer, and sometimes I sing of her own.
I know her as an actress,
but
she
came through music, I found the records. But now, those are the people that you look at and see, and think, my communication has been impactful to society, and they are admiring their journey. She's a person who calls me to say, so I wanted to go to this college, a university, they are paying this, which one can I do? Those are the conversations I have with Fashion. And many other people. I wouldn't mention here, but many other people. I'm just no. It's just one of that. I just wanted to give an example of somebody I'm very proud of. That she came in 2018. Yeah, she has a bachelor. She has a degree, and she has a new job. I told her, I don't want to see you work in the morning, work at night, work in the morning, work at night. Even just coming for Kampala night, you have to run away. I think she works 4 days now a week. So it is a possibility for many. And she gets more money than she used to get in those 3 jobs. Yeah, but so people get comfortable because they say, man, school, they laugh at you when you're doing coursework. You called me, I was on my laptop, I was finishing an assignment. I almost said no, but I was like, I promised, I had to be here.
Okay, pause. And this is a question, please don't, it is what it is, first of all, and make sure you don't abuse no one. You don't need to. This information you're getting right now is what you need to get you off that desk where you are right now, typing those insulting comments to get to a better place whereby you would not even have a minute to type such stuff. And the only thing you'll be typing would be like, yes, I can do it. Because there are some people who misunderstand statements. Now there are some people who are working 3 shifts and they feel like we are attacking them.
No.
We are not attacking no one.
No.
What we are saying, you can do better. You can do better than that.
No.
You do 1 shift and you are contented. You are healthy enough. You're happy. But you just need a niche, which is what they're giving you right now. Take that step.
The problem we have as Ugandans, the biggest problem we have is people being so sensitive. And
we take everything
personal. We don't critique ourselves. You must learn to critique yourself and understand that they are not abusing. There's no one who can make a television to quest for insults to others. We inspire people with what you see somebody can add on society. But if that is not, and it is not a constant that everyone has to take what you say. But how many people have gained from a conversation that you had with somebody?
Many.
When we say, okay, 3 shifts are okay, 2 shifts are okay, people do 5 shifts, different jobs. But there's somebody who does 4 days and makes more money than them. Somebody works 3 days, makes more money than them. The only advice they would require is what we are speaking up now. That the only advice you require is, how do I get from this situation to a better situation? When I change from we all did this. I was going to school 7 days a week, and I was doing Uber. I was working in day program. I never worked in a facility.
Okay.
A day program, with task, and people were wondering, how do you do it? But that is what I needed then. But it was not what I wanted to be 5 years. It is not what I wanted to keep doing, because you need a life. You need to have a life. You have children. Even if you don't have children, you have friends. You need your personal life. So this advice is just to let people understand that we are not insulting, we are not hurting anyone's feelings, we are not targeting, but we share what we have through our journeys. Our journeys are not the same. But if we share from our journey, my journey, your journey, everyone's journey, somebody picks up. And that is what we are encouraging everyone to pick from. Pick something from somebody's journey and see. And also have self-evaluation and stop being sensitive to yourself. And the sensitivity you have needs medicine, which medicine is you keeping quiet and listening over something you have said 10 times. You'll be sorry that you said something. But some of us, like personally, have been a victim of media insults and cyber bullies.
Yeah.
But I laugh at them because they don't know who I am. And I don't want them to know who I am. So I leave you at that. That is why most of the time when you invite us to speak, sometimes people say no. Like most especially me, I don't like the camera. Because I'm a very honest person. I speak and I have an immense experience from that time to this time. From being a very big star, still a mega star, general, but and then trying to be humble. Make yourself humble. Humble yourself before you throw an insult. Humble yourself and find out, why do I have to say this? Do you know anybody you're speaking to right now on TV? No, you're speaking to the world.
Yes.
So
because it's the world.
The Quest TV is going to the world. So if I was watching TV and somebody was saying, Mega this like this, oh my God, I see those stories. I even have them. And they are talking about a person they don't know. We are in my house and my son is asking, how did they know that? Because I don't know, you don't do that. But they are completely off.
Yeah.
But that is media. You let them grow like that, if they think that is growth. What we need is change society, change the attitude of people, and make sure that if you accept to be changed by somebody's words, carry those words back home in your bag, in your head, take a glass of water if you're angry about a statement. It is not intended for you, but it is intended to change somebody else. If you think it doesn't have to,
so
then
if you feel like it's an insult to you, let it go. Just move.
No. It is okay also to throw it out, because when you throw out speak.
Release.
It is okay to release things, but the most important thing to know is that these communications don't intend to hurt anyone. It will be insensitive and unprofessional of anyone to go on TV and insult people.
Okay. Yeah. For someone out there who is interested in taking that step, what have been your challenges and how have you overcome all those challenges?
Fear. Everyone fears to try the waters. You don't know what you're expecting. But like I said, take baby steps. We take baby steps in everything what we do. Take baby steps. Today, I have achieved something. I am a CNA, right? And I'm like, what is my target as a CNA? To go and work in a group home, go work where, there are so many different areas you go to work as a CNA. The hospital. So when I go to an environment where there are people who are higher than me, my research is to find out what they studied. Because to be higher than you, they are earning more than you. But they don't do as much as you do. Did you notice that? Ever notice that in anywhere you work? The people who earn more than you don't work more than you.
Yeah, true.
Because they worked more in school.
Then, okay.
That's the difference.
Don't take me to school.
And when they go, so this is personal research. This is personal research. This is how I found out things are done in this country.
Basically, someone made a statement like, we work, most of the people who get money, they work smart.
Exactly.
So I get it.
Yeah. So like I told you, if you like I said, if you have a qualification that is licensed, and then they tell you if you have another extra license, we give you $5 more. If you have an extra license, we'll give you 3 more. If you have 3, we'll give you 10 extra dollars. So that is, who doesn't want that? Do you know how much money you earn when they give you an increment of $1 a year? Do you know how much? You find out.
That's 300 and what?
How
many days are in
No. That's about, it is in thousands of dollars, maybe 2 or something. Dollars. If they added just $1 on your check. That is why you see that some...
That's why I told you, math is not easy as you said it was. Now I'm talking about thousands, I'm thinking about...
That's why you see that some people, some jobs will give you an increment of 25 cents. They have given you a lot of money, maybe 500 or 550. If they gave you $4.05 and 2, so that is how much value you have.
Okay.
So these things you do your personal research, because personal research is essential to you. It helps you. What I'm saying is out of my own research, and it has helped. And you wanted to see how I've helped myself. And so I share this because I think, and I've shared it with people, and it has helped. It has worked. Yeah. I have examples of people who I would see, and I'm like, oh, and they call me. We share because we are friends, and say, oh man, that works. I used to compete with somebody to drive Uber on the weekend, and we were making $2,500 in Lyft a week. But we were working mainly Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. At night, imagine I had got...
2,500?
Yes.
Okay,
and we have...
Wait a minute,
Yes. When I told him to go to school, he was excited. We went to school. After he joined 3 months in, he stopped talking to me. He hated me bad because he was not seeing the money again. Until he finished, I was at his graduation.
Wow.
And now he's doing his BSN. And he's a manager of a facility. So I'm telling you that these things, but he was only in shock that I was making more money. Why did you bring me here? I'm not going to make this kind of money. But how many people are making $2,500? That was that time.
I don't know, he makes more than this.
Yeah, no, that was even that time to make $2,500 in Uber.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, so things changed. So, but there's something that will change in a positive way.
All right.
Every year you gain experience, you gain more money. Not that every year you're probably maybe driving, you're going to gain more money. You understand?
I understand.
Yeah,
It's Elite Brothers on Quest Television, the world connected. And right now, before we go anywhere, I would like to ask you one question. Because one thing I realized, I noticed you are in politics, and on one of the big round tables, the UNA stuff and everything. I'm concentrating on my community right now, whoever is watching, I'm sorry about that, because I feel like we are lagging behind somehow. Now, all this, the information you've given, tulanyogama government etuyambe abantu basaba government kubayamba kuti basobola. Some of the things is like you come from home, you get here, you find the culture shock, you find everything like, you know, so you don't know how to move around. Kati mwenga bakulembeze naddala kati mwabayina kati sigenda kuteka ku level ya
natera okuvaako
nayo kyasobola okwogera n'abaliko oba n'abaana
kati ngamba ekisanja kinaatera okuvaako
oyinza okufuna ekyokubiri semala otusuubizaayo kino kati omuntu eyakajja omuyambi otya kubanga ogambye you have to know what you want because they would like to do research.
Omuntu asoose okujja yakajja ekisooka
mwe government singa megadi
omuntu no ekiri omuntu yakasooka okujja be known vaayo gy'oli totuuka n'ogamba nze saagala abantu abasooka okujja abasinga bemmanyi abamu bagamba nsaagala bintu by'abannayuganda saagala kubeera mu bannayuganda n'asooka atoba ebbali w'abannayuganda until they fail n'atandika okusaba okuseekinga help. Ekintu ekisooka beera kumpi n'abantu b'oyinza okukubira essimu ne bawulira enduulu gy'okubye. It's become a member of the community where you are, where you live. When you become a member of that community, you have become automatically almost a part of UNA because that is how you will learn that there's even a bigger organization to belong to.
Okay, kati awo nze nja kuleetawo ekyange ekiri personal kubanga ekintu ekyo bw'okyogedde tekinkuba wala kubanga nze ndi munnayuganda era ngezezaako okubeera we tuli naye nze obuzibu bwange bwensanga mu bakulembeze mmwe abakulembeze mu kifo ky'otuyamba wenzija gy'oli ondabamu opportunity.
Yes.
Osobola okunzijamu ebisatu osobola okunzijamu ebina osobola okunzijamu ebitaano kati nembeera nga sisobola nakwegulya wadde ka kompyuta kwengenda okukolera research nembeera nga sisobola kusasula internet gyengenda okukozesa research kubanga gwe akasente wakavuze ki wakafunye kati bw'obutamanya bwange bwofuuka opportunity yo kati mwenga abakulembeze nze mbuuza mutuyamba mutya kubanga
First of all, let me respond to that one.
Okay, before I'm sorry, even kubanga kino it hit home. Bwongama nti mbere part of the community, I will be there and I will love to be there. Naye abantu abasinga tugezaako naye ate
tolina kyojja
ne mutugwa gambula so I go back. You know, I pull back.
Mbiwulira.
Okiraba kati mulimu n'abalagamba sijja kwetantala ogundi bamuziza kwegamba
kati now
that is education yamwe si ennungi ennyo
sinze si yange
abakulembeze
si yange kubanga ekintu ekisooka ekirina okubeera corrected is abantu okugetinga mu society nga bapya ffe twajja wano nina omuntu gwe najja naye najja Joel Semakula najja like 2 months before him. Yeah, over 1 month, something like that. But we were sharing a lot of things. Naye ng'ekigambo kye basinga tugamba abakajja kati abo bamanyi ki oba tebasobola kukola you know but we were only trying to find out what church tuyamba. But along the way obuzibu bwe tusinga okusanga nga twakajja wano kwe kutrustinga abakulembeze which we should be very comfortable doing. Naye nga abakulembeze be tusanze ogudde mu mannyo gaagonya omukulembeze yenna ali eyo ngo osobola okubba omuntu eyakajja ebyo byaliwo nnyo emyaka egy'emabega
ate kati bingi nnyo baba
kati omukulembeze asobola okubba omuntu n'omuggyako ssente nti oba nkukolere kino oba nkire tosaanira kuba mukulembeze mu society eno kye tulimu ate weesanga nti oyo omukulembeze talina kyakumulabirako okuggyako title ey'obukulembeze bw'abanga gyali nga mubbi talina kyoyinza mujjako kumwegombako kujjako title kutya title ye naye bw'abanga gyali nga abadde abba ssente z'abantu oba abba ku bantu ssente oba abakulunyukulunyu yenna oyo gwe bakola tabaako kyakwegomba. Nze let me tell you ku Cameroon nali we nayingira mu UNA nayina ebigendererwa ekintu ekyali ekisinga okuntwala mu UNA yali career guidance.
Yeah.
And I called on camera, I called President Haruna before COVID, Nemugaman, President, we need to start helping abana baddeyo basome. bafune bu course obutono oba n'okuyamba abali already in school. How do we entice those who are already in school to continue, and also those who haven't gone to school? Nemgamba membership ya community tujje mbasabayo $5 temubimpa, but njagala your commitment. Nja kutole ezange $5 buli mwaka ne president wayo na nemukubira ne mugamba atuweyo $10,000 besides community development program. Nga nsosinze 2,000 kuyamba students abava abali ku ssomero, just to give them tuition reimbursement, small tuition reimbursement program. Nga kwegamba bwe mutandika okuyigiriza community and okusomesa community yammwe, that is an asset to this community. Nti omuntu gwe bawayo $3 oba n'abigulamu computer oba n'agula ebitabo oba these are very expensive things ng'osoma. Bwe mugamba nti tujja kuwaayo aba student bana this year $5,500, that is a milestone mu community. Nze nali nsazeewo nti nja kuziwa $5. COVID najja n'atwonoonera every plan that was there. But I also, my intention was let it be a constant for every leader who will come into office. Nti buli mwaka owaayo $5 oba 3 oba 2 to help omuntu tuyambe community erimu abaana baffe ne baganda baffe ne bato baffe ne bannaffe abaakajja, kuba omuntu ajja leero n'asoma ekintu enkya n'abanga y'omu ku bantu abali very useful mu community nga ayamba nnyo olw'okuba yakifunamu. So I was bringing such ideas thinking it is zisobola okola, because me I think that is how we can uplift the community, not to take from people.
Yeah.
Abantu tetuba taking from. We just want no. Kibi nnyo etoyina mulimo gw'oyinza kukola obukulembeze si oba kiva waffe oba kivaka okugenda kwerosi ne bakuwa ebbaluwa ne bakusabeze
omukulembeze n'alaba oli alidde enguzi mu ministry eno n'amugjayo mu kifo ky'omugobo bugobi n'amukuza n'amuza mu ministry endala ng'amaze okubba eri. Anyway, ebinyuma biggwa byokya. Right now we're going to wrap up. We wrap up on taking a step. After taking a step, ngenda kuwa eddakiika ejo emu, because I know Kampala Night is back.
Oh yeah, we are back today.
We have the boat and Quest Television is one of the sponsors. All right, okay, now Nkulumegadi, wrap up. Just cutting.
First of all, njagala okusiima Quest TV mwebale nnyo, mwebale okututeeka mu nsi n'okunoonyereza ennyo mu community yaffe n'okugibudaabuda n'okutransforminga nammwe okwetransforminga okukyuka okubeera nti I'm very happy to be in this studio. I didn't know. I thought mutuula wantu, but I'm very excited into the studio. A studio nga gye nabeeranga mu Uganda ku yali TV ki? Nedda mbadde ngezaako okukulaga nti at least you brought back that image. So I'm so grateful. Njagala okubategeeza nti wetuli tujja kusupportingagana, ate gye twogera si byakunyiiza oba byakulumya oba byakweraga oba byaki, naye is to share ekitono kye tuba tumanyi gwe kiyambye kimuyamba, bweba kikuyambye si musango. N'ekirala, esimu yange ebeera open ku bintu ebya career guidance. Gyemanyi, I'm not an expert, but kyemanyi nsobola okuyambako, era bannange bangi benjogera nabo ne bankubira ne beera proud nga bayongedde. No, eri ku Facebook. Yange esimu bagimanyi, bajja kuyita ku ya Quest TV, amanya zaalondamu n'azigaba banambuuza. So abagimanyi mu community mweri enamba bagimanyi naye saagala giwa ku the world over. This is Quest TV is world over.
The world connected.
So thank you so much. Tubesunze nnyo nga July nga 3 tuleeta Kampala Night Kaomera anniversary. Marina Dere is exclusively VIP $150. Abantu batandise okusasula out of states, and I'm happy. I'm excited. Everyone is excited. Tulina Mr. Vegas from Jamaica. Tulina some local artists from here in the United States, East Coast. Tulina banji tukyasosotola. olwaleero tuguddewo Kampala night yebeerayo every once a month so tubeesunga tubalinze wali ku Kambi Bar and Grill $10
ate abataano abasooka ng'oli mukyala nga oyina DSP 1 ne 2 oyingiridde bwereere
kiwedde
that is Coast Television so
munamu wekityamu baba tyameko koba mama loya yangu yechayi oterabira munange maliro nemboli aye muletere miyemba lyengaku jamera jene wazira nsonga naire Lovano Coast TV
Coast Television thank you very much megadi bwetu tukoze olunako olwaleero mpozi tewalabira kusharinga don't forget to subscribe share and like
yes thank you
okay
banawo ekisambi kibadde kijja kukutukako ani abaddayo mba mbimanyi ebintu bya kyobola bangana ebintu bya